Manheim Comic Con here in Manheim, Pennsylvania. And I will not be able to do a live draw stream at 8 o'clock on my normal day. So I thought I'd share some time with you today on a Saturday and invite you down to the Manheim Comic Con here in Pennsylvania. I will be here tomorrow as well, so you'll see how I have to interact with some potential customers, some people walking by, and I'll be doing it while I draw this Destro cover. So hopefully somebody will join me, and if not, you guys can. This is where we are now. It's kind of died down, and this is what it looks like behind the scene of a comic and artist alley table. So feel free to jump and ask me some questions. I'm going to try to secure this here so that I can draw at the same time. I'm doing it one-handed, which is unusual. Hopefully I don't mess this up because it ought to be pretty good. And I think, yep, it says I'm live. All right, I'm going to try to make sure that you guys are seeing what I'm drawing here while I'm drawing it. And so I got down here yesterday, in the afternoon yesterday, and the drive down from Syracuse to the Harrisburg area, the central Pennsylvania area, was a nightmare yesterday. There was just so much snow. I am thankful to be alive, honestly. There were cars and ditches all over the place, and it was no fun at all. I was thankful for some four-wheel drive that I kicked on every now and again. How you doing? Very good. But yeah. So that was my day. So, but I did get a chance to see my mom, and so it was nice. But lots of people stuck in traffic, which I am thankful that I was not stuck in traffic. What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining. I am at the Manheim Comic Con. I don't know if you guys read in the description there, but I am drawing this Destro sketch cover, and I've been meaning to for a long time. This has been sitting next to my drawing table for a long time, probably since it came out, like months and months ago, because I think I'm trying to. Oh man, there's some commotion here. I think there's some kind of presentation in the classroom or whatever next door. What's going on, GodX? Keep going. You're doing well. Thank you. Hi, Melissa. How dare you to screen goody. Thank you, Melissa. Awesome. What is your name? My name is James Nguyen. I am the creator of Alpha Red, and I do this on a Sunday evening. So if you guys follow me on a Sunday evening, I typically do some kind of sketch cover or some kind of drawing. But I'm on convention right now, and it has slowed down. I'm done with recent commissions. I'll show you one that I still have on hand, but I did a Remark comic, Alpha Red. That was an homage that I did. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. I'm partial to my name. I'm glad that somebody else likes it. But this is my channel is meant to help independent comic creators, as I am an independent comic creator, and I want to answer questions that people have. And this is me sitting as an artist alley artist, doing some sketches in between commissions. So sometimes it takes people to see that you're working on a commission. They'll come over and they'll ask you what you're drawing, and you show them, and then they'll ask you if you have time to do a commission and how much it costs. And so you do a little transaction there, and then it works out. You draw them their favorite character, and I get to walk away with some money and some fun drawing a character that I typically don't draw. So, can you see my face? There's my face, Melissa. There I am. So, hopefully the name matches the face. I used to be a telemarketer, I was a telemarketer, but as a customer service person, a lot of my colleagues asked if I would share a picture of my face. I'm like, what are you talking about? So people like my voice. So my voice doesn't always my face. So I get that a lot. All right, Melissa, thanks for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so as it is kind of noisy. I don't know what it sounds like for you guys, but sometimes it gets noisy and sometimes it's so it's a little difficult to only be using one hand to do this. But yeah, this is a little tricky. Holding an iPhone with one hand and inking a picture with the other. I don't know if you guys are into the Skybound G.I. Joe universe here. G.I. Joe just came out this past, well, actually 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. But yeah, this was that I picked up a long time ago. Oh my! Wow! All right. There's some commotion here at the convention here in Artist Alley. Lots of binging and a banging. I'm glad. Well, I am inking. I was just gonna say I'm glad I'm not inking something important, but not that it's not important. But so I don't know if you guys are following along with Image and the Skybound G.I. Joe stuff, but if you're not, you're missing out. It's really, really good stuff. I mean, I'm a child of the 80s, so G.I. Joe means a lot to me. And I've never really had an interest in the comic book, the G.I. Joe comic book. Even though it's up to like 100, and I think issue number 311 came out. But it was the property was transferred over to Image, and they have control of it. And so they rebooted a different version of it, and it has been fantastic. It has been fantastic. So I don't know if this is coming out. Like, I've never done a live from a show before. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Very good.
Covers, right?
I do like sketch covers. I do just artwork.
I mean, like a full. Do you do color too, or just
black and white?
Okay, so I have to have a color.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have access to some colors. I use colors like for all my.
How much do you charge for it?
So it depends how many characters.
I already have a published book. But I'm thinking of doing an alternate cover. I already have 2 other alternate covers.
Okay.
But that's the book.
Very cool.
So that's like the style. It's kind of like a James Bond movie,
Yeah.
montage cover.
Okay.
But I would have specific locations, because it's a true story about me.
Okay.
So I would actually, give you photos of
Okay.
locations.
Okay. So how many characters do you imagine will
It would
be
be
in?
me as the main character, and then there would be little montage
Okay.
photos. Like there's like a little for me, you know.
Okay.
There's a little picture of me on a camera. So there would be like 3 or 4 like little inserts
Sure.
of me.
So similar to this, but maybe a different or.
A completely different composition.
Okay. Yeah.
Feels like another James Bond poster,
Right.
another movie.
Yeah.
Different color scheme. You know, like I said, I would provide you with a cool photo of me in some pose.
Yeah.
You know, with one of my models on the
Sure.
shoulder beside me or something.
Sure. Oh yeah. 300.
300?
Yeah, 300 would be black and white, like the bigger 11 by 17.
Okay, and then your card and
Yep.
write that down a little.
Yep.
Are you really slammed and busy?
Not right now. I just finished up this other commission, so I am available. I'm just kind of filling time right now.
Okay. And would you do like a rough sketch layout?
Yeah, I can do that.
You just do one version of it, or do you do like 2 quickie roughs, or how do you?
I typically do like a thumbnail and
Yeah.
then get the approval from you,
Okay.
and then I'll do a pretty close to tight pencil, and then I'll get another approval,
Okay.
and then once you okay that, then
Okay. And are
Off to
you
the
old
races.
school real pencil?
correct. Yeah.
Like I said, I worked on this one with another publisher for like 2 years, and now it's like I have lots of places where I use it and sell it all over the world, and it's like cool to have even posters, just
Yeah.
posters.
Yeah.
So, very
Yeah.
cool. All right, thank you.
You're welcome. And usually the colorist that I use, they charge about $100.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It's kind of par for the course.
He's good with giving it 3-dimension shade. He doesn't do it like old school flat color.
No, they. So let me see if I find issue number
even
5.
like this is kind of 3-dimensional.
Right. I think I did that.
Oh, okay.
So if you like that.
Well, I just don't want to have that old Marvel.
Right,
Here's
like
blue
this is
and here's red.
Yeah, this is an homage.
Yes,
so that is kind of
classic.
flat.
Yeah.
So this is the guy that I use now.
Yeah, I wanted to have that, like the one I just showed you.
Right.
I wanted to complement, but feel like maybe a different artist.
Yeah.
And I'm very specific about the way they illustrate my hair. Because
Okay.
My hair is my signature.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's the only thing where it's like when you do it, I might give you feedback. And say,
Sure.
Like they could kind of like because I had 3 different artists give me 3 different covers.
Okay.
And then I paid them, and then I just picked the one that I would work with. Every one of them had a completely different way of doing my hair.
Okay. Did you have this conversation with them?
I had this conversation
Okay.
with them, but I didn't tell them, this is how I want you to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted you to do so some of them drew like every almost like a cool little scribble thing.
Okay.
Some of them just did like this outline.
Right.
Do like the flow.
Yeah.
And then each one had a completely different look. And I was like, I really like this look. Even though the rest of the compositions were great, I was like, why am I deciding just on the way the guy did my hair?
Hey.
My line and everything.
Yeah,
So
it's important to you. That's
it was
you know,
a fun,
that
It was a fun process. But it was
Sure.
crazy. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all right, cool.
All right. What was your name?
My name's Star.
Star?
Yeah.
Do you have a card?
I do. I have a card.
Yeah. So that when you contact me, I remember you?
Yeah.
Okay.
This rock star. This is Lisa.
Nice meeting you.
Great to meet you, Lisa.
I don't have free hand
Hey. Great to meet you.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. All right, guys. That was kind of a wheeling and dealing. He's asking me to do a cover for his comic based on some of the adventures that he has. And here's a look at who I was talking to. Rockstar is the name of his. That's his name, I guess. And he wants me to do a cover for his comic book. So I just gave him a price, and it sounded like it was within his wheelhouse. So it's what it is, you know. And that's partly why you come to conventions, because you meet people that that you might not normally meet when you're just online, and they want to meet people. They want to weigh and measure you as far as whether or not they think that you can handle the project that they want you to take on. But that was a little bit of insight. And just go back to this Destro picture as we continue along here. And feel free to ask me any questions you want. This is what I kind of do on my channel, is do a little drawing, do a little inking, and then talk about creating independent comic books, and kind of my shtick. It's kind of why I am here. And this is at a show, live at a show, but I will not be available on Sunday night, which is when I typically do this. So I apologize for this one-handed holding the iPhone with the one hand and then the inking with the other. So the end product might not look as I intended when I drew the pencils. So yep. So part of I like meeting new people here on YouTube. A couple of people have found me and have gotten commissions and things. So this will be up for sale whenever I get it done. I have an Etsy store. If anybody is interested, if anybody's watching on the rerun, I will try to post a link to it when I get it scanned and whatnot. I don't charge very much, especially for stuff that I draw online as a live stream, just because I know that it's not as good as drawings that I would do if I had all the time in the world. So but yeah, this is part of the independent comic book creator life. Showing up at comic conventions, meeting new people. Now, if you have a really big following already, you probably will want to stay home because you're probably more active in your own studio, and you can probably make more sales and things like that online. Guys who don't have a big online presence or don't have notoriety from another source, whether you were a professional before. How you doing? You just sitting here?
I thought they were the vintage Marvel ones, you know.
Yeah.
Did you print them?
3D printed them. Yep. So yeah, if you're an independent comic creator and you don't have a following already, it's really hard to get that following pounding the pavement a little bit. And that looks a little different. For everybody. Everybody's going to have a different journey to finding their fans. So for me, it has been doing the live streams, and people will eventually find me. And it's been nice. Obviously I haven't gone viral or anything, but you never know. Because it's slowly, and then all of a sudden, all at once or whatever. Slowly, and then all of a sudden, or however I said it the first time. This is not your typical environment that draws in. So if you want to catch some of the other live streams that I typically do on Sunday nights at 8, Eastern Time, hit that subscribe button, and hopefully the YouTube algorithms will be kind to me. I hear content creators complain about algorithms and whatnot, and I don't know enough about that stuff to know whether or not I am favored by the algorithms or not. I'm just told that if you do more videos and do more lives and stuff, the algorithms reward you by showing it to more people. And then it's up to you whether or not creating content that people want to stick around for. So hopefully I'm learning, and you'll keep going with me and watch me turn into some professional YouTuber with an awesome professional type product. Unlike what this is turning out to be. This turns out it's okay. I don't want to deprecate here. I'm pretty happy with the layouts that I put down in pencil. So I'm not unhappy with this. And I was just talking to one of the other artists about how I keep forgetting to add contrast. And so I'm searching around here for my brushes. So I typically use, for my pens, I use Pigma Micron, and I'm one-handedly trying to get my next tool here. And I found that Pigma also does a brush pen, so it's very sensitive. So I don't recommend it as a brush tool, as a whatever, just because it's so, like, the harder you push, obviously it's a brush, so the fatter the lines get. But at the same time, like, it lays down some black lines pretty quickly. So I don't mind that it does that. It's like I'm using one hand, so excuse me here. I'm gonna secure it. Hopefully, if I can secure it in my secure thing. And then I was talking to another artist about the contrast, how much contrast matters to a good picture. And I always forget to go back and add that contrast because I like the cross-hatching. The cross-hatching does a lot to give the picture volume, but it's not enough to really make it a compelling picture. So you really need to add that contrast. I don't know. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here, because I'm not able to spin it around and things like I typically do. So I'm just trying to add contrast. Like, I have the hatching lines that really lay the groundwork for the rendering. What is it? Is it rendering? Is that what I'm talking about? You guys know. Like just translating a 2D into 3D and using whatever I can for whatever tools are in the tool belt to add the contrast and help your convert shadows gradually. And that's what I'm talking about when I say render. But you can't forget the contrast, because our eyes want contrast. It makes our brain happy. At least that's how I understand it. I think I'm gonna call on. I need two hands to really, really get it done. So I'm just gonna end this video here, and hopefully I made enough sense while I was doing it, and you caught some of the wheeling and dealing behind the scenes. So if you didn't catch me wheeling and dealing, quoting somebody to do a cover, how you doing? then you can go back. But this is going to be available on Etsy here very soon. So I am James Q Artist over on Etsy, and you can purchase this probably later on tonight because I don't have a scanner. And that's it. Well, guys, I'm glad somebody jumped in and were visiting with me, and I appreciate their kind words. And maybe I'll do this again tomorrow while I'm here at the kitchen, and you guys can catch it if you were hoping to catch me at 8 o'clock tomorrow when I typically do it. But until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Peace. I don't know how to end it, so you're going to watch me fumble around. See you tomorrow.